Hello and welcome to the JV football game against St. Albans. We will be starting momentarily. Stay tuned because after this at 2 p.m. we have a varsity game, and currently a varsity soccer is also at Eastern Mennonite School playing the Mennonite Classic today. So best of luck out to them. They should be starting about now as well. For their game. So right now we have number 7 Walt Jones, number 8 Zach Apple, and number 5 Henry Knighton out there as the captains of the JV. I think, in some sense, the sophomores leaders of the team. We got a lot of freshmen on the team. These are my sophomores. We'll be receiving the kickoff. I believe that is number 11 Christian Rogers that will be kicking it off.
Very solid kicker.
Kicking off for the Saints is number 11, Christian Rogers. Back deep for the Bulldogs, number 27, William Martin.
Twenty-two's right there.
27, back here.
St. Chris takes down St. Albans at about the 15-yard line.
Bulldogs will take over on their own team. First and 2.
I believe this is JV football's first home game. So excited.
First game of the year.
They-
Played scrimmages.
they- So this is the first official game of the year.
They have a lot of potential on this team, man. Some very incredible sophomores and freshmen.
Hoping to start the year off right.
Number 12 taken back and tackled by
Saints push the Bulldogs back more.
Called by number 22, St. Albans. Gets tackled by
Saints make
6 on
another
Saints,
set.
Saints and 4.
That pass is scored by number 22, Chris Sheridan. number 6, Harrison Fuller. Third down.
St. Albans will be making some substitutions.
Looks like
Number-
number 27's back on the field.
William Martin. It is currently the 3rd and 5th, it appears 3rd and 6th maybe.
Number 12.
And they
Number 44, Logan Turley with the sack.
sack St. Albans, 4th and 15. Good, really good effort there by freshman Walker Turley. Really led the charge there in the sack. Looks like St. Albans will be making even more substitutions.
Punts the ball.
And they will punt
30
it,
yards.
and it will end up at the 39.
They punt out number 7, Chris Sarver.
St. Chris seems to be really happy with this outcome, hoping to be able to make a push forward.
Take over.
Yeah, it's a great start for the
First and
Saints.
10. Only around 30 yards.
It would be great for the Saints to be able to start the season off with a win. Really looking forward to it. Head coach, Coach Horner, really expects the most, as well as all the assistant coaches, really expects the most out of his team and will hold them to a standard that will continue on to the varsity level, and we hope to see that later today as the varsity team hopes to continue their success.
5 yards or so.
Harrison Fuller runs for 6 yards. He stopped by William Martin, second and 4.
Really good to see some of the sophomores taking charge of the team, showing some of that older responsibility that is part of St. Chris athletics.
Number 7. Ron Jones with the ball. Taken back.
And pass is thrown to
Finds
number 7, Wally Jones.
Third down.
Made for about a 2-yard gain, almost gets first down, but Bulldogs really take charge and push him back.
Ball's once again hitting Harrison Fuller.
That will be
On the carry.
first down.
For St. Chris, first down.
Really. Really good to see such a good student section for a JV game. Mostly some varsity football athletes cheering on their younger comrades. But nonetheless, it is good to see them. That will be
Nice play in the backfield there from Gabe Conley.
second
Also won, second and 11.
11. St. Chris will unfortunately not be able to finish their play, brought down by the Bulldogs. Substitute Henry Knighton for number 27, Bo Barber. Harrison Fuller also has come out the game.
6, Harrison Fuller, once again. That was number 8, Zach
That was a
Alban.
sack in the
Apologize
backfield.
for that. Taken down
64 Donnie in number 12. We don't have on the roster.
by
Third down.
group of St. Albans.
St. Chris really needing to get a push here on the third down. Probably their last chance to really make a play.
They have looking with the ball.
And Zach manages, and Zach will keep running, and Zach is brought down. There's a flag on the field, however. Zach without the ability to make.
10-yard penalty will repeat third down.
They will repeat third down at a 10-yard penalty. St. Chris not in a great position here. Hoping to figure it out though. Trying to decide what to do.
Definitely capable of some outstanding play. Group 4.
Zach really looks like he's got a plan trying to figure this out.
Gives it off to number 6, Harrison Fuller.
And Harrison Fuller will keep running, and Harrison Fuller is brought down at the 37. Fourth down, Saints will probably punt this, but they will be glad to be able to put the Bulldogs back at the farthest corner of the field if they can.
In the punt for the Saints, number 11, Christian Rogers. Back deep for the Bulldogs, number 28, Wilson Series.
And
Solid punt.
the punt will only make it to the 25th. Not a bad punt.
Rogers' punt goes out of bounds. First down, Bulldogs on their own 27.
First down at the 27.
About halfway through the quarter, still they're scoring. Both teams remain in generally in the same area. Never know, something wild and unpredictable could happen.
We have a couple of the varsity coaches sidelines watching.
St. Albans ball's not made far.
That was a direct snap to William Martin. Gains about 3 yards.
2nd and 7.
Harrison Fuller and Walter Henry Carter on time.
Harrison Fuller really has
Yeah, he's really been very, very positive.
aggressive this game. Really what we need. Harrison Fuller is, both on the football field and lacrosse field, usually an aggressive player, which will pay off for him most of the time, and it's what we really need in order to keep the game moving in Saints' favor.
Tackle on about 37-yard line.
That will be a 3rd and
Getting the carry.
5th, I believe,
Brought down by Carson Brown that time.
Taking out Carson Brown.
with the sack. Looks like the varsity guys are about to start getting prepped. See most of them leaving.
See Saints varsity kicker Jack Slock out on the field.
About 3.5 minutes left of this quarter. Saints hoping to make the most of it. And that will be number 21 with the sack, Charlie Edmonds.
Charlie Edmonds stops Mark
Charlie Edmonds also, like Harrison Fuller, is really aggressive.
Yeah, very.
Made JV lacrosse as a 8th grader. Really expecting to see great things out of him, both on the football field, lacrosse field.
Solomon in the
Yeah,
play
he's
again. Edmonds
a lot of
and
potential.
Elijah Asari back deep.
Similar to some of these other players out there, 2 or 3 sport athletes. Zach Davalos as a basketball player. Hoping to see him do well on the court this winter. It's good to see these players. Number 21 will get that.
Charlie Edmonds with the ball again, takes it.
He's going to run as fast as he can. Gets an extra
Coming down
15 to 20 yards on that.
44-yard line,
That's a
45.
15-yard return here from Charlie Edmonds. The Saints will take over in Bulldogs territory. First down.
Saints hoping to use the second chance to do something. Looks like they've getting warmed up some.
Brad Wallace.
That is St. Christopher's other quarterback. That will be an incomplete pass to number 7, Wally Jones.
Number 9, Anthony Hanson's pass is incomplete to Wally
Wallace,
Jones.
another
Second
multi-sport athlete with playing on football. I believe basketball and then baseball. I'm certain of baseball.
He is a varsity baseball athlete. Unfortunately, he got some leg injuries last year in basketball that really set him back. So we're hoping this year that we won't have any sort of injuries on for anybody on either team, but especially some of these players that have been prone to injuries in the past.
Yeah. Here's the Fuller once again.
Yep.
yards behind Gilly
Will
Cardone
be
and Drew Pendlebury. Third down.
3rd and 4th probably.
Harrison Fuller once again with the ball.
And he will keep running, and he will keep running, and that will be at least a 3rd down.
About 33-yard line.
That is probably a 17-yard run.
By
Yeah.
number 85, Braden Garnett.
Brought down by
This is
85.
St. Chris first
Got
down.
Graydon Garnett. Saints glad to be able to have some good push. 1st and 10.
So the ball to number 44, Walker Turley. Take it down, a little past the 20-yard
This is
line.
Walker Turley. 9-yard gain. Second down.
9 yards.
2nd and 1. Saints hoping to get another 1st down here on this next play.
Not many penalties this game either, so it's pretty good so far. But with less than a minute on the clock.
Both teams still
Saints would have
have
to make
all
a
3
great play out of this time crunch.
at 25 seconds. Not sure how much. Hoping to probably get at least a 1st down on this play.
Charlie Edmonds with the
And that will
ball.
be a 1st down.
Oh.
And he is not coming down easily.
Lining thing down by about 4 or 5
The Bulldog
seconds.
are going to have to take
Strong
3 or
play
4
by
minutes.
Charlie Edmonds. Stopped by Hugh Kaplan and William Martin. First down, Saints.
Okay.
This will be 1st and 10 on the 14-15. And that will be the end of the 1st quarter. Hopefully the Saints can carry some of this
And let's enter your first quarter.
momentum into the second quarter.
Second
I'm
quarter.
sure they can. As we saw,
Really good,
a lot of
really strong ending.
a lot of determined players out on the field.
So hopefully St. Chris is hoping to get a good one. And we are back in the second quarter. Saints hope to carry some of the momentum over. And that will be a complete pass to number 85.
Patrick Lecky, son of the headmaster.
So there is a whistle blown.
That pass is complete from Hanson to Patrick Lecky. His knee was down, however, in the backfield. Second down.
Not sure what the whistle was blown on. That will be 2nd and 14. St. Chris.
Harris throws the ball.
And that will be a complete pass to number 80.
Marshall Crocker, freshman.
That will,
Marshall, great
that
basketball
will
player
be
too. Watched a couple of his games last year, and it's outstanding.
3rd and 7. St. Chris hoping to repeat a similar success. Get some points onto the board. Have a little comfort. And he will run that, and that will be and he will run that. And that will be a first down Saints, 1st and goal. St. Chris needs to run it about 5 yards, 4.5 yards.
I think they should be.
Should be.
It should be an easy play, but never know. St. Albans good. Surprise us.
Both teams really fighting for the first points on the board.
Six.
And
So,
that will be 2nd goal. Saints push back a couple feet, yard or so.
Small passes too. Oh, that's
And that will
touchdown
be a
caught by,
and that is incomplete.
never mind.
Hanson to Elijah. Sorry, it's incomplete. Said that ball hits
Incomplete
the
pass to
ground.
Elijah. Sorry.
Coach Horner does not look happy at all.
If I'm correct, isn't he the JV lacrosse coach?
He's the
Varsity, yeah.
varsity defense coach. Holds all the players to high standards and is looking for success.
So yeah, I mean, he has a right to be upset, But,
He, yeah, all the coaches out there have led the teams to success in the past. I believe JV football last year had a really good season. Though several they've lost quite a bit of talent up towards varsity, including a couple freshmen.
yeah. Lost Darius Gray too.
Yeah. And that will be incomplete.
Pass.
Hanson's pass is incomplete.
That will be 4th and goal.
First year number 6, Mark Orsley.
St. Chris will be switching out their rotation. Probably looking for a field goal here. Got Christian Rogers on the field.
Into it took the 23-yard field goal. Number 11, Christian Rogers.
Hoping to put any points on the board. Then
And it's
that is good. The field goal is good. St. Chris will lead 3-0.
That was a cool snap. Zach Cavalier, Christian Rogers, 23-yard.
Good job by
Is good.
Christian there.
Lead 3-0.
All the other players. That part of that. See Gilly coming off the field. See Walter coming off the field. Yes, and Zach, I believe,
Charlie Evans.
played
He's going
he's a part of that as well. St. Albans will be receiving for the second time this game. St. Chris hoping that they can push them back as far as possible again. Christian Rogers will be kicking it off.
hope we can continue the streak after that. Great. Great kick.
And that is a really good punt.
Caught by, never mind. Dropped by number 20.
And that will be punted to about the 5-yard line. And he is brought down at the 17-yard line. Good job by St. Chris there. Really good job by Christian Rogers. And a good job by all the players out there.
Bulldogs. Stopped by number 27, Bo Barber.
Bo Barber there.
Bo Barber, new student. Tennis athlete, tennis player too. I'm sure he'll be playing on varsity this year. Oh.
We also have both of the new sophomores on JV football with Ben, number 3 Ben, something like that. An attempt to intercept that pass, though he will be brought down. That will be about a 2nd and 10.
Catch. And number 25, Peyton Mullins and Charlie Edmonds. Number 21, Ladarius Scott.
Edmonds.
Again, seeing some
Taking it.
good aggressive playing. Looks like varsity football is back in the stands. Glad to see that they got some support. Really seeing the comparison of some of these older guys, athletes in the Saints will bring that down,
Another nice play in the backfield. TFL for Henry
push
Leonard.
him back a couple yards.
Stop number 4, Austin Leonard in the backfield. Third
Glad to see some of the old athletes, the mentors, the role models for some of these younger guys out here supporting them. Which is part of crucial of building teams, because next year we'll have several in these sophomores and perhaps the current freshmen up on Boston next year.
From what I could tell from the 8th grade game yesterday, we'll have some very good rising freshmen next year.
Saints really keeping up the momentum there.
Timeout Bulldogs. Their first of the half.
Bulldogs.
Bulldogs. Red got some excitement there.
We're back. It's Thomas White out on the field.
And that will be an incomplete pass to number 4, Austin Limmer. That will be 4th and 15. Senka's hoping to make the most of these next plays, hoping to get some more points in the board. And they will punt it. And that will
Caught by
be
number
received.
21, Charlie Evans, but
He is
taken down by
immediately
Alban.
sacked at the 44.
That's a nice tackle there by number 3, Alex Sue, and a punt returned by Charlie Evans. Saints will take over right there, first down.
A little bit of confusion on the sideline. That will be a 3-yard gain, 2nd and 7.
Harrison Fuller gets a couple yards.
That was run by number 6, Harrison Fuller.
Leadman on the stop. Second down.
Bulldogs still playing aggressive, knowing that they can stay in the game still.
Looks like we have an injury too. Trying to see what number that is, but can't tell from here. Number 8. Is that a Cowboys?
That will be a
Nice play there by Osterley.
that will be 3rd and
Third down.
14. 3rd and 13. They sack Zach. Having a couple urgent words with this coach.
Yep.
Not wanting to waste this opportunity they got. Saints really need to work this. Given to number 6, Harrison Fuller, and that will be first down. That will be first down, and he cannot be stopped. He cannot be stopped, and he's going to go. He's going, and he is sacked down at the 7-yard line. That is a magnificent play by number 6, Harrison Fuller. That is a about 40-yard run there. Great job by number 6. That will be first and goal. That will be first and goal.
Yeah, that was really something. Great way.
Brought down by the Bulldogs.
Yeah.
Saving it just in time. Excuse me, I was wrong. I believe that is actually first and
I would be a little on edge there.
15.
If I were,
It's at the 15-yard line. It is first and 10.
would be a little on edge if I were Saint there, because I feel like the Bulldogs now might start stepping it a little further up. Saint
Yeah.
like with that incredible dash.
And that is given to number 21.
Charlie Edmonds takes about 3-4 guys.
Flags on the field. He will be
Charlie Evans on the pitch play.
brought down 2 yards in.
Holding on St. Chris.
St. Chris. That will be a
Step back a bit.
10-yard penalty.
I believe so.
First and 20. Yeah, first and 20. Some substitutions.
Zach
Bulldogs.
back on the field.
Number 12. Excellent. And that is going to be an incomplete pass to number 7, Wally Jones. Second and 20.
Counts passes incomplete to
Running
Jones.
back.
Same day.
Coach Horner again.
St. Chris hoping to pull off a similar play to the one they did last time, gain with a 40-yard gain there. And that is a
Pass to
and that is an incomplete pass to number.
I'm so sorry.
So sorry is incomplete.
That is
Third down.
really close there. That's unfortunate. That is a 3rd and 20 at the 30-yard line.
A little rough first half for Sorry after barely dropping that touchdown with the pass for the touchdown.
This
But
will
I'm sure he's just getting warmed up as it's his first game of the year, or his first early game of the
be
year.
an official game. He has done a good job. He may be on varsity next year.
Yeah.
St. Chris really needing this play, though, as we saw last time. Last time they had a play like this, and they will
Oh,
sack
wow.
Zach Davila.
Zach taking that
They on
couple yards.
that will be a 4th and
Yeah.
30 or so. That is St. Chris is going to punt it.
That was sacked by Osterley.
He is Zach is
Very exciting play for St. Albans.
sacked by. Oh no, St. Albans really needed that after barely stopping a touchdown earlier. They're glad to have a little momentum on the side. Christian Rogers will be punting it. Bo Bob entering the field. And that is going out of bounds. That will be Christian Rogers again.
First down from there, Bulldogs.
Doing a really good job there. That will be First and 10 on the 5-yard line for St. Albans. Really needed at the long distance to cover if they want to start getting this point. Saints have been great about keeping it on St. Albans half.
Yeah.
Really.
I don't recall them making it past 50-yard line this game. So Saints have been doing a great job playing defense.
Timeout St. Chris. They're first with that.
And it will be St. Chris' first timeout of the half.
We're back after this timeout.
Point. Robin Eldridge is the best. She is literally everywhere. Like in games, whenever an athlete gets injured, she's right there to help them back on their feet.
We are back.
My shoulder!
I think our CPUs have joined the commercial with me.
That will be second and 6 actually. That will be
Timeout St. Chris. It's
Another timeout for
Second.
St. Chris. Wow.
Number 50, Gavin Johnson was on that tackle.
Remind all of y'all on the stream that please to come out and support, watch the
watch-
varsity game.
Watch varsity game on the stream or come out in person.
Winston will also be on call there.
Yep.
George, the CPU man, and myself will also be working the varsity game. I believe I'll be doing camera, and George is
sure
doing
we'll get some-
CPU again.
Sure, get some incredible photography from Ray Hilbert.
So we would love to have y'all come out again,
Yep.
watch this game with us. We should have
Remember, the theme is Wild West. You don't have to, but
show some school spirit, and that is a 1-yard gain
yeah.
in St. Albans, a 2-yard game.
Number 6, Osterley gets a couple of yards, but he's brought down.
We have a couple of the varsity coaches walking on the sidelines, preparing for their game, showing some support out to their future players, giving both encouragement and words of caution. And that will be incomplete.
6.
Mark Osterlier.
Osterley, I believe.
And this pass is incomplete to Osterley.
Osterley, yeah.
Fourth down.
Down.
That will be 4th and 5.
A little less than 2 minutes left. First
St.
half.
Albans will probably be punting this. St. Chris really hoping to make the most out of this. That will be to number
Around the 50-yard line, but going out of bounds.
about the 44.
Solomon's punt bounces out of bounds.
That will be 1st and 10 on the 40,
10 Saints on the Bulldogs, 42.
42. St. Chris hoping to make a drive. We've seen it before this game. We've seen it before for some of the scrimmages and games last year. The ability to make some really big plays. St. Chris hoping to be able to enact upon this time. They got enough time to make a play, hopefully, to get a couple more points up on the board before the second half. St. Chris will be receiving to start off the second half, though, and St. Chris will run it right down 2nd and 4. Again, Harrison Fuller, number 6. He's really aggressive. He's played some running back. He's played some linebacker. He's really done a great job, though, for St. Chris.
He has that.
And that will be a
Coach Wade, I believe. Yeah, Coach Wade's not so too happy about that.
That is a malfunction snap. Putting Chris, pushing them back. 3rd and 20. St. Albans will be taking their second timeout of the half. Both teams have used 2 of the 3 timeouts this half. Both teams really need to get going here. For those of you who do not know, Winston Morris is with me on the call. He is a veteran SID member, and I'm glad to have him supporting me. And that will be given to number 44 to run. He will go a couple yards before being sacked. St. Chris probably going to punt it here, because both teams have not been able to make it much. St. Alban slowly chipping away at the St. Chris, putting them back in the corner, and every time St. Alban slowly pushes them back.
Yeah. It's a little back and forth between both teams.
St. Albans will use the final timeout of the first half. Really hoping to make something out of this.
Less than 45 seconds left in this first half. Score is still 3-0 Saints. So as long as they can keep them from getting a touchdown.
34 seconds left. Saints will be receiving second half. Christian Rogers will be punting it. And that is a very good punt. All the way down. And that is dropped. And that is fumbled. And that is at the 10-yard line. And he will be brought down at the 20. On the 20. That will be 21 seconds left. That will be on the 20. Christian Rogers really has been leading the team, showing some of that responsibility and leadership the sophomores should show on these teams. Glad to see that he's done well, though. Really continuing to push his team forward, keep them in the game. .21 seconds left. Saints mainly trying to keep St. Albans from making any really big plays here, and based on what we've seen so far in a mostly defensive game, it shouldn't be terribly difficult. The St. Albans, we have seen a little bit of their potential,
However, if they pull something
especially
like Fuller
recently.
pulled earlier this quarter,
Yeah.
then
And they will try to sack him, but the quarterback will keep running.
at
Again,
least take
like I was
the
just saying,
odds.
that will be
That's probably first time
a
this game.
first. There's a flag on the field.
That's a nice stop there by number 25, Hayden Mullins. There's another flag now.
St. Chris with 12 seconds on the clock for halftime.
Can't see what happened. A lot of commotion out on the field right now.
Refs having a conversation. Number 66 in the field is Drew Pendlebury, freshman. And number 71, Carson Brown, will exit the field. Carson, sophomore, has been showing some leadership this game. St. Albans will have a 5-yard penalty. First and 15. And maybe it's actually a 10-yard penalty, excuse me. That will be first and 20. 12 seconds left. St. Chris open to use this to their advantage.
I'm sure they'll find a way to.
St. Albans hoping to be able to use some of the talent that we've seen glimpses of this game. But that will be a sack.
And that's a big sack for the Saints. Walter Clark, Drew Pendlebury.
Well, Drew Pendlebury and
Freshman duo.
Walter, yeah.
Bulldogs be down right on their own 1-yard line. Timeout St. Chris. Their
St.
final
Chris
timeout.
will take the final timeout of the half. 6 seconds left. Second and 31 or so. Not looking too good for St. Albans. I don't know that the Saints will be receiving in the second half. Saints looking like they have a good position here, especially if they can work some out of the kinks out of the halftime. Both teams have a somber eagerness to them. St. Chris is planning on really working this to the best of their ability. Great turnout of parents. We got a decent amount of students for a JV game on a Saturday, along with the entire varsity football team supporting some of the classmates, some younger classmen. And St. Chris,
Ball is thrown to
and that will be
85
and that
on
will
St.
be
Chris.
incomplete to number 85, Braden Garnett. That will be third and 32. Third and 30.
2 seconds left.
St. Chris mainly at this point just trying to run down the last 2 seconds of the clock.
Yeah. That's not going to be a problem.
St. Chris has a little bit of momentum going into this. You can hear,
Another incomplete pass.
and that will be incomplete,
That's the
and that will
first
be the
half.
end of the first half.
Saints
Thank you.
Still up 3-0.
Yep, 3-0. Thank you for all tuning in. We'll be back in 10 minutes or so. See the varsity guys again leaving. I will again say this. It would mean a lot to those guys if you came out and you support
Or just stick on the live stream. Whatever way you can.
virtually support in person. It would be great.
This is STC TV, the one and only streaming service for St. Christopher's athletics. From varsity sports to middle school sports, we've got you covered.
They rush the corner! Oh,
Nash looking to
QB
run.
run, and
no!
he
Oh, he hurdles
him!
him! And it is deep. Out. Saints are state champs. He's got a lot of space. He's wide open! Touchdown, Saints! And that's it! He's hyped!
As always, thank you for tuning in. Now sit back, relax, and enjoy the stream.
Man, it's really getting annoying. Like these mountain bikers are using their bikes in the halls to bike to class. Like it's just getting ridiculous at this point.
Robin Eldridge is the best. She is literally everywhere. Like in games, whenever an athlete gets injured, she's right there to help them back on their feet.
Oh! My shoulder! Oh. Thank you, Robin.
You're so welcome, Winston.
yards to St. Chris.
We're back. Second half of this game.
Saints will be receiving. Still, it's a 3-0 lead. That's what we were when we left off.
Remember, the kickoff for the Bulldogs. Back deep for the Saints. Assad and Evans.
Kicking off for the Bulldogs, number 4, Austin Ryder. Caught by number 21, Charlie Edmonds.
And Charlie Edmonds is running.
Running.
And he is not going to be stopped.
Wow, yeah, he took
And he's going to be taken down at the 45
nearly up to 50 yards.
by the Bulldogs.
Return here by Charlie Evans.
3.
Harris would need it.
At their own 45-yard line.
45-yard line.
That will be 2nd and
Great first down carry.
5.
Fuller.
Harrison, 2nd and 3. 7-yard carry by number 6, Harrison Fuller.
I believe Brad Wallace is playing center. Harris playing
And he is pushing forward. And that will be a 1-yard gain.
Fuller again on the carry.
Harrison Fuller also on the carry. Number 32, Nelson Pittman for the Bulldogs. Leaving. St. Chris 3rd and 3. Hoping to make something out of this. And a sack. And that will be a sack. It was now 4th and 11. Sacked by number 6, Mark Osterley.
Charlie Edmonds returned to the field.
Christian Rogers
Christian
about
Rogers-
to.
Oh, no. Oh, never mind.
Yep.
He's going on, so I assume they're going to punt. Brad Wallace and Gilly Cardano off the field. Rogers punts the ball. Caught by 88.
And a nice tackle on the 20.
27, Bo Barber. Barber's just right there taking that.
Good communication down the team there, I think. Everyone knowing what they're doing. It's always good to see that. That will be 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs on the 25. 24.
Hopefully,
Not bad.
hopefully the Saints can stop him from getting past the 50-yard line once again.
Really defensive game so far.
Yeah.
Only 3-0. And St. Chris will bring him down.
William Martin on the carry.
Number
Walker Turley was first.
71, Carson Brown.
Brown. Second and 8.
There. 2nd and 8. I remember this. I want to give a quick shout out to all the SID members who are willing to give up Saturday. We got Leo Mafopoulos on cameraman, doing a great job. We got George Julius here on CPU. Winston Morse is on color. Great job by them. Really glad to have them out here.
Great job to you too, Harris.
Thank you. And the St. Chris will bring him down. Gavin Johnson will bring him down. That is 3rd and 15. Yeah, 3rd and 15. Again, this game's been primarily defensive. Hey,
Both the Johnson brothers are actually on the team, as always. Yeah, that's interesting.
yeah.
What? Number 12,
And
taken down by Carson Brown.
Carson Brown will sack number 12.
Carson Brown, hang on.
Fourth down.
About 6 minutes left in the third.
The score still doesn't
Quarter.
change since
Yeah.
that one. Goal.
Number 70, Chris Solomon, will be punting here. And that will be
Caught by
Caught
number
by-
28, Elijah Asai.
And he's running, and he is running, and he is running, and he is brought down at the 30-yard line. Great job by him.
Elijah sorry. Brings the ball into Bulldog territory at their 30-yard line. Saints take over there.
So I was shouting out the SID members. I also like to shout out Coach Lou, who's running both the scoreboard and PA. Really organized SID. And made this possible. That will be 1st and 10 on the 30. And given to number 6, Harrison Fuller. He's again going to run.
Pushing once again, taken down.
Harrison Fuller again on the carry. It's a push by his teammates.
5-yard gain. 2nd and 5. And the
Number 8, Zach Davila.
Carry there by Zach Dowell.
that will be a 3-yard gain. 3rd and 2nd. 3rd and 3rd, actually. Bo Barber coming off the field.
Brad Wallace once again playing center. He's been doing a great job this game. Has to just like that, hands it off. Should catch the number. I believe that was
Number 6, Harrison Fuller again, I think.
possibly.
Harrison Fuller again.
Yeah.
4th and 1.
Number 32, Nelson Pittman.
Not a lot of
St. Chris is making the decision at this point whether to punt it or run it. It's probably going to run it. Need a 1-yard gain to get 1st down here.
yeah, Rogers is not heading out to the field yet, so
And we'll bring the chains out for measurement.
I think he's using this as an opportunity to get some movement on. Using measurement here, trying to figure out whether it is a first down or not. And that will be first down for St. Chris. That will be first and 10 on the 21-yard line. St. Chris helping to make another push here.
Fuller's off the field, so assuming Charlie Edmonds or another player.
We've seen some great plays though by both sophomores and freshmen on this team. Yes, and Fuller, Charlie Edmonds, Carson Brown, Elisha. And he's running, and that is a touchdown. Number 5, Henry Knighton scores a touchdown, and St. Chris will lead the game 9-0. 9-0. And the great job by Henry there to get that.
Rogers out to the extra point. Just an incredible play all around.
Can they convert the extra point here? And that is good. It is now 10-0. Saints lead 10-0.
Rogers with the kickoff as well.
Good to see the Saints converting on some of this. We've seen them make several plays so far today, several pushes. And it's glad to see in a really defensive game some scoring here. St. Albans will be receiving.
Rogers with the kickoff.
Christian Rogers has really done a great job so far this game. He has led the Saints in helping the defense out, and as well as the offense. He is responsible for 4 of the 10 points. So.
I know it must have been disappointing for Rogers to have been cut from varsity, but I think it's much better as he gets more playing time here. He gets to showcase his skills a lot more.
And he will be taken down at the 23, but
Person Fuller back on the field.
First down for the Bulldogs.
and just
Sorry about that. Baker Wishnam is number 56. He's on the tackle.
Apologize for any mistakes we made. Turns out number 56 is Baker Wishnam.
and that is number 56 is Baker. Walter's actually 77. There appears to have been a bit of error in the roster that we have received. Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Lucky, for correcting that for us.
That will be 2nd and 12 for the Bulldogs. And that will be complete to, there's a flag on the field. That is complete to number 85 of a Graydon Garnett.
The pass is incomplete. Flag on the play.
Incomplete. It is actually incomplete. There's a flag on the play.
And there's a man downfield on the Bulldogs.
Down. Pass was incomplete to 85 grading on that. 3rd and 12. And that will be, incomplete. Almost intercepted by number 25, Hank Mullins. He may not have intercepted, but he did do a great job of making sure that that was not complete, which is the primary focus there. 4th down. Chris Solomon will again be punting. And that will be ending up on the 38-yard line on St. Chris's half. I won some of the first time this game. First and 10. It's about 2.5 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. Saints ball. They still lead 10-0. Glad to see a strong start to the season. Hopefully this is an implication for what success, and it is given to number 6, Harrison Fuller, who will make it about 5 yards. Harrison Fuller has really done a great job this game. Really glad to see him out on the field. Again, his aggressiveness, football and lacrosse has really benefited for him
Yeah.
in
And he's,
some instances.
you know, he's determined on both fields, as I saw last year. I watched some of the JV lacrosse games. You know, he's just always aggressive and pushes himself to really get there.
I mean, we've probably re-emphasized this point several times, both Winston and I, but several of these athletes not only are football people, stars, but also are great other players. That is incomplete to number 27, Bo Barber. But several of them played tennis and basketball and lacrosse. Wrestling. Christian Rogers, I know, does some lifting outside of school, which I think really we've seen has benefited him this game.
Two definitely work together.
That is 3rd and 5 for the Saints.
And I know that he and Bo Barber.
And that is given to number 6, Harrison Fuller, who will make it. And that is a first down, and Harrison Fuller's running, and he's running, and he is taken down at the 18-yard line. Great run by Harrison Fuller. That will be a
play down the field.
Oh.
Number 32.
number 32,
Robin's going out.
Nelson Pittman, out on the field. Robin, the St. Chris trainers, out on the field, along with one of the St. Albans trainers. That will still be 1st and 10 for St. Chris, though. It's unfortunate for any player on any team. You don't want to see anyone hurt.
Yeah.
So hopefully that will not be anything major.
Yeah, hopefully serious. He's a great player.
We've seen both. I've seen on the boss level, Chris Beach has been walking around in crutches, despite.
I know Thomas Wright suffered some sort of injury, but I was talking to him yesterday. And I believe he said he should be back today.
So,
So hopefully we'll get season.
yeah. But, yeah.
Well, we're going to cut through a commercial, but we'll be back.
Robin Eldridge is the best. She is literally everywhere. Like in games, whenever an athlete gets injured, she's right there to help them back on their feet.
He is off the field. Number 33, Ben Palmer, helping him off. Good to see some companionship.
Less than 2 minutes left.
1 minute left. And that is complete to number 7. That is complete to number 7, Wally Jones. And that will be a second down, 2nd and 1.
Close to a first down.
2nd and 1. No, that is first down. First down by Wally Jones.
First down. First down Saints.
52 seconds left. Saints hoping to make some big plays on this. Yeah.
Definitely is possible.
Now it's passed off to number 6, Harrison Fuller. He's going to run, and he is going to be knocked out of bounds at the... Knocked out of bounds on about the 5-yard line.
First and goal, St. Chris.
First and goal. St. Chris has about 30 seconds left to make something out of this. And there's a whistle blown.
Some sort of penalty.
False start on St. Chris.
False start on St. Chris. That will be a 5-yard penalty. First and goal. Still. Actually. Yeah, first and goal still. There is a 5-yard penalty. They are now at the 12-yard line. 30 seconds left. Or 27 seconds left to make a play on it. And that pass is going to be incomplete to number 80, Marshall Crocker.
The Crockers just incomplete.
Barely misses a touchdown.
I say Alban's defense. Say that.
23 seconds left, 2nd and goal. St. Chris trying to determine what play they should use. And that pass is complete to number 7, and he is taken down on the 5-yard line. That will be 3rd and goal. That is a pass to number 7, Wally Jones. Knocked out of bounds on the 4-yard line. Saints. And that will be the end of the third quarter. Saints lead 10-0 still.
Very good start in the second half. Sure we'll see some interesting plays.
Yep. We will be with you shortly.
This is STC TV, the one and only streaming service for St. Christopher's athletics. From varsity sports to middle school sports, we've got you covered.
They rush the court!
Run, and
He hurls him! And it is deep. Out.
4. The third and goal. 4 to go. And Harrison Fuller's going to run, and Harrison Fuller will score a touchdown. Glad to see Harrison Fuller gets a touchdown after all he's done this game.
How often his name has come up. It's a little surprising.
There's a flag down.
Hope we didn't celebrate too early.
That penalty is on St. Alban. Slow in on the field. Touchdown is good. Good cutback from Harrison Fuller.
Penalty. It's on St. Albans. One too many players on the field. The touchdown is good. Harrison Fuller will get his touchdown, which he probably deserves after everything he's done today. Great power on this team. He's fully taken charge. Kristen Rogers will be looking to convert the extra point here. Put St. Chris at a 17-0 lead.
And it's good.
That is good. St. Chris now takes the lead 17-0. Kristen Rogers, again, another man whose name's come up several times.
Rogers,
But he will.
not many. I don't believe he's had any mishaps happen this game.
What? St. Albans will be receiving. Christian Rogers will be kicking off. 9 minutes and 54 seconds left in the game. Good to start off the fourth quarter with a nice, strong approach there. Touchdown by St. Chris. There's a little conversing here in the refs. And St. Albans is moving up Some tried to adjust themselves. Appears that St. Albans was a little far back.
Yeah. Rogers with the kickoff.
Christian Rogers,
Ooh,
a nice strong
very
kick.
solid.
Caught by number 20.
Ooh, little collision there.
And he is sacked at the 20-yard line. That will be St. Albans 1st and 10 at the 20. Collision. That will be Walker Turley, 44, freshman.
Rogers back on the field. I believe he actually only recently started playing football. It's like a couple years ago, or at least St. Chris. But it's really impressive as
Yeah. Christian, I believe, played soccer,
yeah.
at least in my 8th grade year. Similar story to Jack Slocker, a varsity
Yeah.
kicker. He played soccer through middle school.
Well, a lot of kickers go through that.
Yeah.
You know, they already have that kicking experience in soccer. And then track star senior Stanton Dotson switched from football to track.
William Martin gains 4 yards, 2nd and 6.
I think he's benefited a lot more there than he did here.
That will be 2nd and 6 for St. Albans. And it will be a sack. No yard
Martin again.
gain there.
Christian Rogers in on the tackle with
Christian Rogers tackling there, demonstrating his skill not only as a kicker but as a defensive lineman, I believe he is. That will be 3rd and 5. 3rd and 5. 3rd and 6. I think that was 3rd and 6. St. Albans really has a lot to do if they want to get back into this game.
Yeah, 17-0. It's got to be upsetting.
timeout St. Albans.
St. Albans will take their first timeout of the half. And the pass is incomplete to number
Miller's pass is incomplete.
24.
4th
And that's 4th down. St. Albans will probably be punting it here. See some enthusiasm. People coming up this field. think Chris will probably get the ball back here.
Yeah.
Or they will get the ball back. And that will be on the 44, St. Chris 44. Just under 8 minutes left in the game.
Let's get a big hand from number 70, Chris Solomon.
St. Albans has been really good defensively this game. Really defensive game.
A lot of talent shared on defense from both sides.
I believe this is the first game for both teams, so still, for some of them, some of the players getting used to it. Especially for the freshmen just coming up to the high school level of athletics. You got some new expectations and all to learn. That is given to number 3, Ben Downey. Ben Downey. He makes it 3 yards.
I believe all the freshmen that actually played up on JV Constantino's there.
St. Albans will recover that ball. It's now St. Albans' ball. Ben looks really upset with himself, though. We all make mistakes. After all, we're all only human. This will be one of the first times St. Albans will have the ball offensively on St. Chris's half of the field.
Be a little nervous if I were Saint right now.
Seeing some setup for the varsity game going on. And that is a sack. They will sack. That will be a sack by freshman. Good to see some young talent on this team. That will be 2nd and 20. No, 2nd and 17. And try to intercept, and the pass is complete to number.
The pass is 485, Creed and Garnett.
Pass is complete to Garnett. 3rd and 15. Again, we're seeing some defensive runs. And number 12 will be sacked. Again, freshman Nate Roberts.
Yeah, his name started showing up recently.
And it's a 4th down. St. Chris will be having another chance to play some offense here. 6 minutes left. Caught by number 28, and he's running, and he is not going to come down easy. Taken down by number 44. We do not have 44 on the roster, unfortunately. Great job by him, though. Great job by Elijah to get the ball. 1st and 10 on St. Chris 44. About 5.5 minutes left in the game.
False start.
I'll start. That will be a 5-yard penalty for St. Albans, I believe.
Outside St. Albans. 5-yard penalty.
5-yard penalty.
For defense.
1st and 5 for St. Chris. This is on the St. Chris's 49. That is going to be given to number 44. Given to number 44, Walker Tursley, and he's going, and he is taken down at the 19. He would not be stopped. Again, great show of determination. He was moving.
We definitely have a lot of players on this team who are really committed.
First down Saints on the 19. St. Chris really pushing it back into St. Albans territory.
And even though they're in a 17-point lead, they're still not they're not lowering their guard or anything. They're still playing as hard as they have been for this entire game. I think that's gonna be a very good trade for the Saints this season.
Working hard the whole time and not giving up,
Yeah.
not becoming overconfident is key to success.
24 Will Dryer with the ball.
And he will make it a couple yards. That will be 2nd and 7. 4.5 minutes left in the game.
Yeah.
One, two, three, four, five.
Carson Brown leaving the field.
Just under 4 minutes, not quite short.
Yeah.
Going on out there. In 2nd and 7, I believe.
Dryer with the ball,
And that will be a touchdown for Will Dryer. Great job, St. Chris's 3rd touchdown of the day. It's now 23-0. Christian Rogers out there trying to convert the point.
Yeah.
Make it 24-0.
Yeah.
3.5 minutes left in the game.
And it's good.
And that will be good. Christian Rogers.
24 nothing Saints.
Saint-
Rogers, extra point good.
Christian Rogers will keep his record of perfect point conversions. Really good to see.
This game's been going very similar to the 8th grade game yesterday, which I believe the final score was 36 to 7.
8.
Yeah, 7 or 8.
So, oh.
Actually, I believe it was 7.
What was it? Oh.
It was.
I was not there, so listen to Winston, not me. St. Albans will be receiving. Christian Rogers will be kicking it. I'll say this, I don't think we're going to have any major post-games interactions here, but we might have some pre-game stuff on the varsity since that is right after this. So feel free to tune in. I think we'll start the stream a little early.
Yeah, game scheduled for 2, and this game's already almost over.
So
It should give us an hour. Incredible kickoff by Rogers. He has not missed this game.
and he will be
Number 3.
taken down by number 68, Sven Komaraski.
I believe that's Sven's first time. He's another multi-sport athlete, actually. Great baseball player.
He's very aggressive, and I'm beginning to see some of the varsity football players trickling in.
Yep.
See, they will also be playing St. Albans, and hopefully the Saints can translate the success of the JV team to the varsity. First and 10 for St. Albans on their 19-yard line. 3 minutes and 24 seconds left in the game. Red getting a lot of encouragement from the varsity players, I believe. A lot of support, young classmen. And that will be
Very quick takedown.
a sack, 2nd and 11 for St. Albans. Christian Rogers' name again coming up. He's
For once, not having to do with punting and kickoff.
we've had a couple people who have constantly been
Yeah.
pushing the Saints forward, really showing their leadership. Some great sophomore leadership, some great freshman leadership as well, which is important to have some leaders for next year's team. And
Seems like the entire team's just grouped up over there.
that will be 3rd and 11
Yeah.
for St. Albans. I do agree with Winston. It almost looks like a
Yeah, the whole team was just
mob.
grouped up trying to get the ball out of there. Take him down.
3rd and 11.
3rd and 11 for St. Albans. About 2 minutes left of this game. I think St. Chris has secured the first win of the season. And that will be incomplete to number 9, Hugh Kaplan. Winston and I saying at the same time, I guess that's where the expression great minds think alike comes from. Or at least there's one great mind in this room, Winston Morse.
Don't insult yourself, Harris.
One minute and 50 seconds left of this game. That is 4th and 10. St. Albans and the punt it. And that punt is not,
Yeah, not very. Did not good.
I believe, Chris Solomon, despite his great game so far, has, I think, a little bit of pressure's gone to him.
Yeah, a little bit worn out too.
Fatigue, pressure. I think we're beginning to see a little bit of that on both teams. St. Chris has been putting some subs in as we've gone through the game. Been pulling people out partway through and putting them back in an attempt to keep everyone fresh. We have 1 minute and 42 seconds left in this game. It is 1st and 10 for Saints on the 24-yard line of St. Alban slide. St. Chris may be going for a 4th touchdown this game. Again, as Winston was saying earlier, St. Chris is not going to.
Yeah, they're just not letting up. Oh, wow, yeah.
And
Charlie
that
Edmonds, once again, going
Edmonds,
for it.
that is a 6 or 7 yard game. 2nd and 4. Glad to see some playing there. Again, we said this about Harrisonville especially, but the aggression in lacrosse and football and basketball and all the other sports that these athletes play in really pays off in the end.
Both Edmonds and Fuller are actually off the field right now. So,
Coach Warner probably trying to give them a little bit of rest. Don't know wear out their
they've
athletes.
definitely been working themselves.
And that will be given to number 22, Gilbert Cooper. Gilbert Cooper is wrestling, really good wrestler. I believe he's only just started doing football, either this year or last year.
Yeah, football's definitely more recent. But wrestling, I think he's stuck with for a
Yeah,
while.
wrestling is his main thing.
Yeah.
He's done some goalie work for lacrosse.
Yeah.
Not sure if he will continue with that or not.
I think he should. He did very well last year.
He did.
And then,
Oh, yep.
aren't you all losing Briggs Island?
JV will not, JV's goalie maybe Gilbert Cooper or
You might get a freshman this year.
we might have 8th grader. I forgot his name now, man. And the game is over. That will be 24-0. St. Chris wins.
Incredible start.
Thank y'all, all of y'all who have tuned in for this. We've appreciated it. Varsity will be starting at 2 p.m. You have about an hour before that game. It would be great if you came and support it. And have a good